There, get him. Oh, there you got him. Good job.
Oh, he's heavy.
Guys, today I'm out at Electra Lake and I'm fishing 2 olive buggers on an intermediate line. And on my next drift, I want to walk you through what goes through my head and my thought process when I'm retrieving my flies, and maybe it'll help you to pick up more fish and just give you an idea of how to approach fishing just little buggers when you're out on the lakes. So the first thing I'll do after I cast my line out as far as I possibly can is I'll do 3 or 4 pulls just to get my line straightened out, because if I don't do this and a fish hits, I won't be able to fill the take. So this part is kind of important. So remember, throw it out as far as you can and do a few pulls just to get your line all straightened out, and then start your countdown process. So this next clip, I just really wanted to show the importance of the 3 little pulls to straighten out your line, because earlier in the day I did have a fish on the drop, and had I not straightened out my line, I probably wouldn't have caught him. So after about a 28-second count, I start to figure eight my flies in. And one quick tip when thinking about what depth the fish are sitting is to know that fish always look up. So if you count down too deep, the fish ain't going to eat. And if you're too high, he isn't going to eat either. So you got to bring your flies down as close as you can to where he's feeding at to get him to eat. So I usually start higher up in a water column and then work my way down, because usually the fish are going to be feeding near the top and then they're always looking up. Pissed off rainbow.
Dad, here.
Okay, let him go. Here, get the net. You can put them in there for me.
Here goes sharky fish.
There, get him. Oh, there you got him. Good job.
Oh, he's heavy. Can we see him? Wow.
There you go. Let him go.
Wow.
So you guys, today I'm going to be using one of my favorite patterns. It's a pretty good confidence pattern that I always use, and it actually worked pretty good a few years ago on wild brown trout in Montana, and it's still one of the more confidence flies that I'll put on to start with, and then I'll start switching out from there. But it's always on my, it fishes good for stockies and for wild fish. But the two main ingredients for it that really make the pattern different than any other stuff you'll fish is, the first thing is the Palmer chenille. I have it in black small. I tied on a size 12 Hanok hook. Awesome hook. I think probably one of the better hooks on the market right now, barbless wise anyway. But it's a simple little bugger, catches a lot of fish, a lot of different situations. Like I said before, one of the cool things about it was able to pull fish in Montana a few years ago. I tied up a bunch of stuff that I thought a wild brown would eat and wasn't doing any good, and I switched to this pattern and straight away I hooked into a few fish. But it's just a simple little streamer, and I think for me, I like to tie them really small. I don't go bigger than a size 12, but I like them to be really tiny. So the first thing I do obviously is just tie in the marabou, and then the next thing I do is I give me a little piece of the Palmer chenille. So just tie in the Palmer chenille. And then I take some black semi-seal and I'll dub some black semi-seal in. So just take a little pinch of black semi-seal, dub it in, and then I'll rib this little piece of Palmer chenille in. And then just cut and whip finish. But it's a real simple pattern to tie, but it's really effective. Like I said, it's one of my most used patterns. Catch a lot of fish, everything from wild browns in Montana to fresh stock rainbows. It's a really good all-around pattern. Definitely recommend tying it if you can. Just remember that the key ingredient is really the Palmer chenille and the chartreuse bead.